Hello, this is Nathan Smith, Regional Manager for Ivoclar Vivadent, and I wanted to cut this quick, snappy video for our friends at Rodeo Dental, and I wanted to share with you the amazing product that you guys have at your fingertips, and it's called the Adhese Universal VivaPen. And my goal of this video today is just to share some quick tips and tricks, and more importantly, show you how to get the most material out of this amazing delivery system. So the first thing I wanted to cover is kind of the actual story behind it. You know, it was created by a dentist in our research and development group because they were tired of wasting material with the bottles in the unidose type delivery systems. Bottles are great. The problem is that you're actually wasting more material than you're using them, right? They come in a 5 milliliter bottle, usually depending on what generation you're using, 1 to 2 bottles. And you're going to only use about 2 milliliters out of those particular bottles due to what's left over inside the dish as well as evaporation. So you're looking around at $1.75 to $2.50 per application with a bottle system. Unidoses, even though they're super convenient, and we make unidoses as well, they can sometimes be more expensive because most unidoses will have enough material for about 3 restorations in it. So if you're using a very small or you're restoring a very small restoration, you know, as soon as you pop that little, you know, seal and start using that material, essentially you're just throwing what's left over completely out. Okay. The nice thing about the VivaPen delivery system is you can actually, you know, get as much material as you want when you want, and I'm going to share with you exactly how to do that, right? So you can see this is a brand new pen. I actually just took the cap off. I'm shooting this video one-handed, so bear with me. And how this works is the VivaPen has this really cool little window, and you can see this little green notch, this green icon, this tab right here. This is letting you know this is a brand new pen. As you utilize this pen, this notch, this little green tab is going to travel down, and this pen right here, the second pen I have, I've actually got it. It's almost gone, and I just wanted to use that as a demo purpose to show you that, like, when you see this type of a situation on your pen, it's going to let you know it's time to, you know, get one in. You know, usually the day or two. A lot of the dealers these days are pretty quick turnaround. So as long as you order one, you know that you've got several restorations left, but it's getting close to, you know, being at the end of the material. So how this works, though, is I want to hold this window up again, and I want to show you inside here. You can see those little rivets on that little delivery system inside this pen, and the reason why that's a riveted system is because this is a patented plunger system. The material sits from here into here, and as this plunger spins, it pushes the material one way. So there is no cross-contamination, you know, there is no backflow or suction, if you will. It delivers the system and the material one way. And that's important to know, because as you're depressing this button, it is actually turning this particular plunger, which in turn pushes the material out to the end of the VivaPen. So I want to show you this. This is a brand new pen. Usually when you get a brand new pen, you're going to need to prime it, usually 2 or 3 pumps to get the material flowing. And I want to show you, pay attention to the end of this pen right here where my finger is. I'm going to press this down, and notice I'm not just going pump, 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 pump. I'm actually just pressing and holding down for about a half second and then letting up, right? So watch, I'm going to go press and I'm going to let up. And then I'm going to press and I'm going to let up. And you can already see that material starting to show up right there at the end. This third pump, you're going to see a little bubble up here. Watch this. So there is the material. Now, usually you'll do this with one of these flocking tips, one of these delivery tips on there. I just wanted to show you this so you can get an idea of how this particular material works. Now, that's quite a bit of material that's actually just dispersed on this particular piece of paper. So bear with me. Like I said, I'm shooting one-handed here, but I'm going to show you these tips real quick. Let me see if I can get my lighting right. But you can see that little needle down in there. So this is a one-way delivery system as well. It does not have a reservoir down in here. That little pin goes straight through to the end of this flocking. What's that mean for us? Well, it's good news because it means there's no material being stuck in that reservoir and being wasted. So the material is going directly to the flocking, to the end of the tip, which is going to only waste 0.01 milliliters of material. So now, when we're getting to, ready to do a restorative procedure, like, look, I just want to show you how much material is here. There's quite a bit. All you're going to need to do, assistants, when you're aiding the doctors, is, you're going to pop a tip on and then watch. You're just going to press it once and you're going to let up. And look at that, just one pump. I just pressed once, held down a little bit, let up. Already filled this flocking. Let me hold this super still so you can see that in focus here. Right, it's not focusing like I want it to, but let me hold, there you go. You can see the material right there on the edge. And you can see there's quite a bit of material here, right? And if I need more, all I'm going to do, I'm not going to pump. I'm just going to press once and let up. And you can see the material already filled the flocking again, right? So this is what's amazing about this particular delivery system, is you can get as much material as you want when you want it. Now, I want to show you something so you can get an idea of what happens if you're continuing to press this button. The material is going to continue to flow out, right? So this is what not to do, but I just want to share with you so you can understand. I'm going to press this like 3 times in a row. I'm going to click, 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 because, let's say that I didn't think the material was coming out, and you'll see how the material will continue to push out into this particular delivery system inside this little flocking tip here, right? So I'm going to press once, 2, 3, and look at that. You see how much material is just continuing just to flow out, right? Now watch. I'm gonna stop, and I'm gonna wait a second here, because the material will continue to push out. Let me see if I can get it to zoom in here. I'm waiting. All right, you can see, look, see, it's still flowing. The material's still flowing out. So that's what happens when we over-click this particular delivery system. But you can notice, even though I've clicked it probably 6-7 times, that little green indicator has hardly moved, right? So the key is just pressing it once and then letting up, and letting the plunger system, letting the pump do the work. Like I said, if not enough material is on the edge for you, you just give it another click and let up, and the flocking will fill up and allow you to be able to, utilize more material. So the other thing to notice is there is instructions on each individual pen. This is a universal, so you can actually utilize this in a selective etch technique. You can also utilize this inside of a total etch technique or a self etch technique. But truly an amazing delivery system, quick, convenient, especially if you're dealing with younger patients who don't like to hold still. You never have to take your hand out of the oral cavity, and it allows you to be able to utilize things very quickly and easily. So I'm going to click it again just to show. There's the material on the end, and this is the Adhese Universal Delivery System. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and contact me. My sales reps are going to be coming around and just reviewing this information with each of your teams. They are my San Antonio reps, my Austin reps. I have a Houston rep as well as a Dallas rep, and I have actually visited with several of the Dallas offices as well. So looking forward to serving you any way I can. I hope this video helps. Like I said, please feel free to reach out to me if you have any issues. My name is Nathan Smith, the regional manager for Ivoclar Vivadent, and my cell phone number is 918-504-8461. That's 918-504-8461. And again, my name is Nathan. So looking forward to working with you, and I hope this video helped, and I hope you have an amazing week. Thank you so much for listening. Bye.